Good evening. It's Wednesday. It's time for another Facebook Live. So now I'm in my page and I'm going to see if I can share it with the group. So give me just a minute. This is the first time I've done this, so we'll see how it goes. See if I can. I've got my laptop, so I'm trying to pull it up and see if I can see the live video there. Okay, there's the live video. There's share. Okay. That way, if people don't find the page, they can still see it in the group. Okay, so it says it's sharing it there. Let's just go over there real quick, see if we see it. If you hear noise in the background, yep, there it is. Okay. If you hear noise in the background, my husband is vacuuming for me. Our youngest son is coming home tomorrow. And so he's bringing his girlfriend, and we're going to have some family time this weekend. So he's helping me get ready for everyone to come over. But I wanted to come, since I missed last week, I wanted to be sure that I had a Facebook Live for you tonight. So tonight we're going to make this card. And this is using the shimmery detailed laser cut. I can't remember the full name. But it comes in a big sheet. And I should have brought one of the sheets over here and I forgot. And you just cut it apart. Hey, Betty, you found me. Good. And you just cut it apart, and I'll show you. I think I posted these other cards on Facebook today too. So this is another one that I made, and I just took my aqua painter and my ink and just colored the branches and the bird on there. Added some ribbon, and then this was another little piece I colored. And then this one, and I don't know if the shimmer is coming across in the video or not. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is a shimmery paper. This one I colored with my pigments. So those pigment sprinkles are retiring. So you want to get them now while you can. And so I just got it wet a little bit, sprinkled sprinkles all over it, the pigment sprinkles all over it, and then spritzed it. And that made the color just, I don't know, bleed out. And then just added some flowers. This is the Abstract Impressions set, and it's going away. And this is the Leaf Punch, and it's going away. And I'm so sad it's going away because it's so nice. And I'm using it again tonight to add just some leaves. Okay, so let's get to stamping, and then I've got a couple things to show you at the end. I've got some stuff I made with brand new products. So my pre-order came yesterday. Everything is taking a lot longer. I'm sure if you've been ordering stuff online, you found that wherever you've ordered, everything is taking longer. So it took quite a while for my pre-order to come, and I've been trying to be good and not play with it too much. But my friend Kay loaned me some of hers over a week ago so I can make some for her tea meeting. And so I've got some stuff to show you there. But first, let's make this. So this is a petal pink card base. The stamp set I'm using is Pop of Petals, and it is retiring, and it's a real easy set to use. It has I pulled the wrong punch. I'm gonna have to go get the right one. It has a punch that punches out these flowers, so I'm gonna have to go get that. Hang on 1 minute. I needed one that had 4 petals instead of 3 petals. I pulled the wrong punch. So it has this punch that goes with it. That'll be easier to see here. And what I did to keep up with how to stamp them so that I could punch them easily, I put a black mark for the bottom. It's like a little black arrow to tell me what the bottom of that is, so that when I stamp it, I know to stamp it this way, and then it will punch. Because the leaves aren't quite symmetrical. Hey, Debbie, you found me too. Thank you. Okay, so let's get busy. So this is Petal Pink, and then I've just got, and this is an old set, so it's clear mount, not cling, so I don't have any of my labels on. So I'm using this stamp right here that has these three little flowers, and I'm going to stamp it in Petal Pink on Petal Pink. I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit. So just to give it a little bit of interest in the background. And you want to be sure that when you're doing this, you go off the edge on a few of them. And it doesn't have to be covered. And turn your stamp so that it does not all go in the same way. I'll put one more there. All right, so like I said, just a little background for it. And actually, I'm going to leave that out because we're going to use that for our flowers. And then I've got Calypso Coral is the other color I'm using. And so I'm going to stamp. Let's do our sentiment. So this sentiment is from the Special Celebration set, which is a 2-box set. So it's got a bunch of great sentiments. And what I love about it is it's got outside and inside sentiments. And this set is also retiring. So that's where my congratulations came from. And I'm just going to stamp it here at the bottom in Calypso Coral so that it will show up on this Petal Pink. And we'll just hope that it will be straight. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, now that's done. Let's get our flowers. I like to stamp the outside first. It doesn't matter. You can do it whatever order you want, but I like to stamp the outside. And so I'm going to do 3 flowers. All right, so that's the Calypso Coral. Then I'm going to come back, and that was this stamp right here. And now I'm going to come back with this one, which can kind of fill in the inside. And again, I've got my arrow on it, so I know which direction to put it. And we're going to get the Calypso Coral out of here so I don't mistakenly do the inside of them in Calypso Coral. And we're going to do the inside in the Petal Pink. Isn't that pretty? I love these 2 colors together. Okay. That is all the stamping. And then I have a piece of, get some of this stuff out of the way here. A piece of soft sea foam. I'm giving them just a minute to dry. They don't take hardly any time, but and I'm just going to punch 3 leaves out of here. I haven't decided if I'm going to give up this punch or not because I really do love it. All right, 3 leaves. And now let's punch our flowers. So because we put them that way, we know that they're going to line up. It just makes it easier, and then you don't have to keep trimming your paper to get your paper in there to punch. There we go. 3 flowers. All right, now we are ready to build our cards. We have our leaves and our flowers, and this time I got it's a square like this. Whoops, let me pull this down. But it's a little bit different. So it's just a little different design on there. Hey, Patience. Welcome. All right, so I've got my green glue. And I'm just going to do some little, oh, I think I used glue dots, but this will work. I don't have my glue dots over here, so this will work. I think when I did the other one, I just put glue dots in each corner. But since I have my green glue, that's what we'll use. And there's enough spots on here that are thick enough you can put glue on it. I'm going to put some around the outside. So I was telling Betty, I don't know if everybody was on, if you hear a noise, my husband is vacuuming for me. We have, our youngest is coming home tomorrow. We haven't seen him since the end of January. So I'm very excited. And his girlfriend is coming too. So we might not have gone through the full cleaning if it was just him, but since his girlfriend's coming, we want the house to be presentable. Okay. And then I just kind of laid this down kind of the way I thought I wanted it to go and figured out where I wanted to tuck my leaves. So just kind of, they call it dry fitting. So just kind of setting it all in here before you start adhering it. Maybe one down here. And then I'll just take a little bit of green glue and just put it on the very end of the leaf. Pick up my flower. Just set it on there. I can glue on my fingers. Not too much. And then this one down here. And then I popped up all my flowers, attached them all with dimensionals. You could put two flat and just pop up one, but I decided I wanted to pop them all up. Here, let's close up our green glue before I make a mess with it. All right, and so I'm just going to take, and you can kind of just... Yes, patience, we are. Like I said, I'm so looking forward to it. And yeah, my husband is a great help. He helps a lot. We're going over to my oldest son's house for dinner tomorrow night. So they're fixing dinner for us. So we'll all be over there. And then they're all coming here Saturday night for dinner. And we'll play games. And so I've just got some mini dimensionals. And I'm just going to put one in the middle since I kind of curved my petals up. I just want to put one dimensional in the middle of each flower. And then you just start sticking them on. I want them turned all exactly the same way. There, and then one more down here. Like that. There we go. So there's our two cards, the one I made before and the one we made tonight. And I don't think I curled those ones up. I like it better curled up like that. Gives it a little more dimension. Okay. Couple more things. I've got a hostess code. I've got a special going on. Oh, you can't see the hostess code. Let me pull it down so you can. I've got a special going on this week. If you place an order online using this hostess code, then I will send you a kit to make 6 cards. And I shared this one already online. This is just using scraps, and they're just kind of cut at an angle. Thank you, buddy. They're just kind of cut at an angle, and then any kind of sentiment. So what you will get is a card base, all the little scraps, whatever you're going to, colors you're going to put on the card, and then something for a sentiment. So all you have to provide is just a sentiment and the ink. That's it. And if you don't have the colors that match this, you can always stamp them in black. That'll work. So you'll get enough to make 6 cards. So this is the one I posted before. Here's another one I did. This is with the golf paper. I can't remember the exact name of it. And there's another one. Those are the only ones I've done so far, but like I said, you'll get paper and something to put a sentiment on, and it'll be real easy to make cards. So the way you do this, and I can demonstrate this later once I get all the kits mailed out, I'll demonstrate it. But you just take a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock, and you just lay all these pieces on here and glue them on, and then you just trim them so that they all are flush with your cardstock, and then adhere it to a card base. So easy to do. So anybody that places an order by Friday night using that host code, I will send them a kit in the mail to make those cards. All right, are you ready to see something new? So this is some stuff that I made with one of the sets that, one of the bundles that Kay let me use, and it is Blossoms in Bloom, I believe. I don't have it yet. I am definitely going to order because it's so pretty. All right, so it has, I'll show you this one first. It has this really neat die cut, intricate die cut, and then it's got flowers. And I don't know if you can see on, yeah, you can a little bit. There's a stamp that you can stamp the flowers inside this die. And then there's some little flowers, and then the sentiments in it are fabulous. There's happy birthday, there's thinking of you, thank you, I think. I don't remember all the sentiments, but it's a really great set. So that's one card. This one is the one I made for swaps for the last team meeting, for the May team meeting with Kay. This one, similar. I stamped the flowers on white, and I stamped them in Flirty Flamingo. And then I did this on my Stamparatus. So I stamped them first in Flirty Flamingo. And then I did some sponging of Poppy Parade and Melon Mambo on these ones, just to give it some variety. And I think it kind of shows up. You can really see the Poppy Parade is different. And so then after, and because I was using the Stamparatus, it stamped right on top of it. And then after I did that, I just cut them out. So when you cut them out, it leaves some white in the middle here. And I was putting it on this soft seafoam card base, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I like the white in the middle. So I just took my blend and just colored it. So you wouldn't know that unless you looked at it real close or I told you. Otherwise, it just looks like it's cut out. And then I used black for the overlay. Isn't that fun? Yeah, thanks, Patience. I thought that was fun. I saw somebody do that. Forgot which demonstrator it was I saw do that. And then I had to do a purple one, of course. That's my favorite color. And so this shows both dyes. So there's this thin one, and then underneath the lighter purple is another dye. So I didn't even stamp under this one. I just put the two dyes together. I did do some splattering with some, I mixed up some white craft ink refill and some champagne shimmer mist and just splattered the background, added some rhinestones, and there's the thank you. So that was one of the other sentiments. So I guess, yeah, you saw 3 sentiments with these. Thinking of you, happy birthday, and thank you. So it's a fun set. Like I said, I wasn't in my pre-order, but I am going to have to get it sometime at some point. But I got a lot of pretty things, so I'm still trying to make sure you know everything that's retiring and get everything you need from that before, but I'll start showing some new stuff pretty soon, since it's only a couple weeks or a little bit less than 2 weeks before you can start ordering from the new catalog. So I sent an email today. The card class, the first Thursday in June, that will be the kickoff for the catalog. The new catalog will be live the day before that, I think. So I'm trying to figure out, I'll do my BOGO like I always do, where you purchase from the new catalog and then you get to pick out that same amount from my BOGO. I just have to figure out how to do that in today's world. So what I may do, and I'll let you know for sure when I get it figured out, what I may do is post all my BOGO online and you claim it. And then I may have some like time slots that you can come pick up your BOGO and look and feel and touch the new stuff that I have and see examples that I have and place your order. And that way, if you want to come all by yourself or if a couple of you want to come together, then you'll all feel safer and you won't have to worry about germs. And I'll let you play. You can play with something too. I'll have something for you to make. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But like I said, I will let you know for sure when I get it figured out. Everything's a little different, as you know, in today's world. But eventually we'll get to stamp together in person. I'm really looking forward to that. All right. Well, that's all I have for you this evening. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week. Bye.